welcome back to another episode of STC BTN. Today we'll be interviewing Georgia, our school captain, to hear about her experiences. So what has your experience as school captain been like?
Well, so far it's been a little bit complicated this year. I think a little bit with virtual learning and everything. But overall it was actually alright because we always found a way around it. Like we managed to find different initiatives that helped everyone. Like especially for Year 12s, we made little groups during Zoom, which helped everyone still stay connected and keep the school spirit, because we think one of the main things that our year group as a leadership team wanted to uphold was school spirit especially.
Alright, yeah.
So we wanted to find a way that we could still find that, because we felt like if we had stayed on Zoom and we didn't do anything, the school spirit would have been lost throughout that.
Yeah.
But we still managed to uphold that, so I think that was probably one of the biggest experiences.
Yeah, that's great. And it's something that no other school captain will ever experience again. Maybe next year, but
hopefully not.
Yeah. So what's your favourite thing about being school captain?
I think one of my favourite things about being school captain has been when we plan events, being able to be behind the scenes and help the teachers in preparation for that event, as it kind of leaves girls in surprise about some things that we do. And I think it's been a good idea when we are able to plan things and it just connects everyone together, especially with communication. We're able, when I'm able to talk to a bunch of different teachers and a bunch of different girls and get their opinions and advice as to what we could prepare.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what's the hardest thing about being school captain?
There's definitely a lot of challenges and hardships we face as a leadership team as well during the whole year. But I think one of the main challenges was being able to find a balance between school, sports, academic and that kind of thing, especially because I do Taekwondo on the outside.
Alright,
yeah. It's been a little bit hard to find if I can still carry on that as much as I used to, but I did have to slow down a little bit just to find that balance, and I think that's worked so far. That was definitely probably one of the hardest challenges.
So I guess managing school and school captain and then you're out of school.
Yeah, it's quite a lot to do, but it was all overall enjoyable, but yeah, it has been hard to balance. But I think as soon as you find that balance, it actually ends up being alright and everything works out.
Yeah, and I guess getting to the rhythm of things as well.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. You have to find your groove and kind of what works for you and what works for me, and it seemed to be alright in the end.
Yeah, that's great. So what's your advice for next year's leaders?
One thing I definitely went in knowing and wish I could tell everyone else, and which I do, is I've always wanted to leave a mark somehow or leave your kind of legacy behind. So whether that's something people remember you by or just something in general, I think is probably one of the most important things to do. Yeah. Especially I think that comes along with being a very genuine and authentic person, which I think will help you to leave your mark and people can remember who you are.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of STC BTN. I hope you found it really interesting, and thank you so much, Georgia. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.